What is going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to a pretty surprising thing to see on the channel, given with how little I've uploaded lately. However, this is pretty much going to be an awesome thing to close out Pokemon ORAS Draft League, 6th Gen Draft League, and I'm really excited to be showing you guys this because it's something that I did with a lot of really good friends of mine that I made in 6th Gen, so it's kind of, I don't want to get all emotional, but it's a great way for me to close out 6th Gen. It's kind of like turning the page in the final book of 6th Gen, so I'm really excited for that. But this is the Pokemon Draft World Cup. This is hosted by Rapion. Got together, I think it was 16 people, where we drafted groups of 7, teams of 7, and then we counter-teamed each other, and then we went and played in a group stage and a knockout stage if you did well in the group stage. So the way that this is going to work is you play 3 games, so there's 4 people in a group, and the top 2 people move out and go to the knockout stage, and if you go to the knockout stage, you then go one by one to figure out the winner. That's obviously the way the things work. So I kind of wanted to tell you guys my team before I went into the team builders and things like that. Each day I'm going to have a video in the team builder go up every single day for the next couple days. So I'm really excited to be showing you guys this. The first mon that I knew I wanted to draft was just something that was extremely crucial to a lot of people's downfall, and that's Mega Latios. Look at those stats, and they speak for themselves. Base 160 special attack and 130 physical attack, and then 100 and 120 bulk along with 110 speed. It's fat, it's ow. It's considered broken by some people. I don't think it's broken. I think it's alright. I think it's very good, but I don't think it's like broken. Amazing utility, defog, recovery, setup on both sides. Fantastic move pool. Not a whole lot to say about it. It's a fantastic mono. It's more about how I built around it and how I wanted to cater this thing to destroy people's lives. The second mon that I knew I wanted was actually going to be Klefki. Why? With having Calm Mind Latios having a massive amount of speed, having a lot of ow, I wanted a really good Thunder Wave user. I wanted a very good spikes setter so I could destroy people with hazards. I also wanted some screens. Maybe I wanted to switch a Rumon to cripple Scarfers. There was a lot that I wanted in Klefki, and that just gave me that a lot. I also wanted something that could switch into dragon types like 100% of the time. This is that mon. So I really like Klefki. I'm going to try to make this draft analysis pretty quick just because it's 7 mons, not a whole lot to talk about. They work pretty well together. And then you guys will see battles and stuff tomorrow. But after Klefki, I wanted some really good Voltaren. And I actually drafted these two in a pair just because I knew that they were that's exactly what I wanted. So these were the 2 mods that I wanted to build my offensive core around, like my primary offensive core. I wanted Heliolisk specifically because it gets Volt Switch and U-Turn, so it's never stopped from gaining me momentum, along with having very strong base. I think it has 109 special attack. Yeah, 109 special attack. Hyper Voices is amazing, along with Darmanitan arguably being one of the best fire types in the league format, just because it has base 140 physical attack with Sheer Force and Flare Blitz. It's very hard hitting. It's so good. But now I have really good Voltaren. I have Spikes. And I have T-Wave to go along with either one of these mons if I did not want to use them as a Voltaren mon. And I have Mega Latios, so I'm very happy with this. I have my Dragon Fairy Steel Core, I have a Fire type, I have a really good Electric type as well. So I also knew I wanted another Rapid Spinner, and that was going to, no, well, I might as well talk about this thing right now anyway. I chose Gligar just because it's a bulky ground type that stops electric spam on my team. Because in my next 2 months, you'll see that I'm not super great against it. But it really helps out the team. It gives me a Stealth Rocker, gives me a Defogger, gives me another U-Turner, so I have 3 U-Turners. I have really good Edgequake. I have an immunity to Toxic if I need it. I have a very good Taunter to stop things like Stall. I have a lot of things that these 7 mons gave me, and I loved it. Well, these 5 mons right here gave me. So the spinner that I knew I wanted was actually regular Blastoise. mainly because it has Mirror Coat and Counter. That's really good for like surprise factors. Very bulky on both sides, actually. Like, people don't realize this, but it has actually higher speed def than it does physical defense. But people just never really seem to understand that. So I loved the way that this thing gave me a really good spinner, gave me a really good Scald user, and it also gave me something that I could just be fat and wear things down generally to put things in range of like offensive moves from Mega Latios or Heliolisk or Darmanitan. So that's pretty much why I chose Blastoise. And then the final mon on the team, I'm actually just going to delete Blastoise and I'm going to put Rapion. That was the final mon on the team. It gave me a Toxic Spikes user. It gives me a really good knockoff user. It gives me something that I can set up agilities. Swords Dance, it gave me another really good speed tier. So nothing on my team is particularly slow. I have 295s, I have a 105, I have a 109, then a 110. So nothing on my team is really slow. That does put me in a range to where things like Nidoking has to run like no speed against me. Unless he wants to outspeed like max speed Gligar, but still. So that is probably the biggest weakness of the team. But I love this thing. It's bulky. It gives me a very good taunt user again. These mons together work very, very well. I don't have a grass type, which I'm okay with, just because I have Heliolisk, and I also have this thing to taunt bulky water types. I also have Mega Latios. That thing is really good. It's not broken, but it's very, very good. So these are going to be the 7 mons you guys are going to be seeing in the team builder. And the battles. I'm probably going to put both of them together at the same time in one video, just because it's a lot easier for me to show replays and do the team builder all at once. But I really like this. I really like these 7 mons, and I'm very confident that I can hopefully at least make it to knockout play, and that's awesome. But yeah, so I'm going to put on the captain. Also, for everyone wondering, these will be done at level 100 instead of level 50, so that's really cool. I've never really built at level 100. So, with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.